Now we discuss different illustration on consideration. First, donation or charity does not attract GST. That means supply of services without consideration, which is generally called donation, that will not attract GST. For example, when a violin player plays violin on street and the street passer at their will donate some amount to that violin player, then that will not to be taken as consideration, because here the payment is not definite against the act of violin play. When the violin player play the violin, the street passer does not have the obligation to pay some amount to him. They pay this amount at their will. That means they are donating some amount to that violin player. So there is no definite payment. There is no definite payment that is generated against the activity of the violin player. The street passer, they are giving money to that violin player at their will. They have not obliged, they have not any obligation payment any amount to the violin player. So here the amount that are paid by the street passer to that violin player are to be taken as donation, and we know that donation should not to be taken as consideration, and here on such payment there will be no GST. Now another illustration is that Akbar Travel Private Limited, a travel agent, books tickets for customer Mr. X. Travel agent raise invoice to the customer Mr. X for transportation of passenger by air rupees 10,000 and his commission rupees 500. The entire amount of 10,500 is not his consideration. The amount of rupees 500 retained by the air travel agent is to be considered as his consideration. That means for booking air ticket, we are generally moved to the travel agent. Now, by booking air travel ticket to the passenger, the travel agent collect commission, and at the time of billing, they are clearly stating the amount of commission in their invoice. That means what is the value of air travel ticket and what is the amount of the commission, that has been clearly stated in the invoice. And in respect of their service they are providing, that means the service for booking of the air travel ticket, the air travel agent collecting commission from the passenger. So the commission is the consideration that is being generated here for the service that are provided by the air travel agent. Here air travel agent is responsible for paying GST only on the amount of the commission, not on the total amount they are collected from the passenger. And as per this question, since air travel agent charging commission of rupees 500, they are responsible for paying GST on rupees 500 to the government. The next question is that Messrs X Limited, being an authorized dealer of Tata brand, render services to the buyer of the car, but payment is made to the authorized dealer by the Tata company. It is called consideration is given by third person. Therefore, it is treated as supply of services and liable to tax in the hands of Messrs X Limited. Now, here Messrs X Limited is the authorized dealer of the Tata Motors. Now, the customer are generally moves to the dealer for purchase of car, and after purchase of the car, the Tata Motors are agreed to done free services up to 2 years, and their issues their booklet, and according to the booklet, the customer or client, that means the customer who are getting or purchasing such car, will take free services, free maintenance services of the car from the dealer. Now, if one purchases a motor car from the dealer, he will obviously take free car services from the dealer as per the agreement at the time of sale. Now, here the customer does not have to pay any amount to the dealer at the time of getting the maintenance services from the dealer. Here, Tata Motors company will pay the servicing charges that are provided by the dealer to the customer. So here, provider of the services is the dealer, that means Messrs X Limited. Recipient of the services is the customer, but the payment are made by the Tata Motors Limited. It is called the consideration that is given by the third person. At the time of the clarification of the terms consideration as per section 231, we discuss that the consideration, that the payment may be received from the recipient, whether by the recipient, payment made by the recipient, or by any other person. Here any other person means third person, and here this situation is arises. Here the provider of the services is Messrs X Limited, that means the dealer. Recipient of the services is the customer who purchased the car, but recipient does not have to pay any amount to the provider of the services, and the provider of the services getting their payment for providing service to the customer from the Tata Motors Limited, that is the third person. So here the consideration is generated from the third party, but even if it is generated from any other person, the payment is received from any other person, that means third person, it is to be taken as the consideration as per section 231 of CGST Act 2017, and since it is a consideration against providing of the services, it is a taxable event. GST is to be paid on such amount that is collected by Messrs X Limited from the টাটা মোটরস কোম্পানি।